Hello folks, my name is Scott Duncan and I'm the chair, I guess, if you will, of Sharing the Burden, a group that has been formed to assist anybody who's in trouble. It doesn't matter whether it's physical, emotional, mental, whether it's addiction, whether it's people affected by other people's addictions and sicknesses. All are welcome. This is one 12-step philosophy that doesn't require any qualification. In other words, all are welcome. What you hear here today, we must stress that anonymity is an important piece of our program. Even though we're having you people videotape this, we do respect anonymity, and there are many people who are not here for the simple reason that they cannot be seen with their problems and situations in life without jeopardizing something of a personal nature or someone close to them. For instance, I had a son who died of an overdose of drugs 4 years ago, and I can recall going to meetings with Sean, and one in particular where we entered. I was to tell my story this day, and so Sean and I enter and we're led in by the person doing the greeting, and we're standing in line waiting to get whatever we needed to go on and tell our story, or my story. And there was a woman doing the greeting, and she could not stop saying how much we looked alike, and you must be related and so on. I'm kind of trying to get by without sort of admitting to this because everybody's listening, and that sounds very innocent, and it is innocent, and of course they recognize that my son and I had some similarities. But the problem was, my story was so much about Sean's life that I couldn't tell it properly after it was known that he was my son. So, in other words, I was going to be speaking about someone in a family affected by someone else's drug addiction, and and his anonymity was important to him, so I couldn't really tell the story without sort of changing it, so it took a lot away from it. So anyway, that's the idea behind anonymity, and as I say, many are not here for that simple reason. So with that, we'll carry on as usual, and what you'll see here today is a meeting of Sharing the Burden, of people talking about their own experiences and their hope to be of help to other people, and to draw people into the spiritual realm, which we believe makes a difference. People with different addictions especially find that they've tried everything that was offered by men and women and universities and everything else out there, and they still kind of can't get rid of something. And for many a spiritual system works, and that's what we do, following the original 12 steps that AA put out in the 1930s. In those days, people would basically get to a point where someone might say, look, if you tried everything else and did it work? Well, no. Well, why don't you try praying? Why don't you get down beside me and we'll pray? And I don't care if you know God, or if you're a Christian or a Muslim or a Buddhist or whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just pray. We'll pray to my God for now, unless you have one you want to pray to, and we'll see what happens. And that's where the spiritual connection sort of happened in days gone by. And of course today, with all the the rights and wrongs and the political correctness, it's very difficult to go there. So, but it still works.